Yeah. Welcome back, y'all, to another Discreet Ones podcast. We hope y'all niggas is being discreet about whatever you on the street about.
Yeah, boy.
You already know it's your host, Top Dot Man, the good one.
This the boy, a.k.a. Gabe Crank, a.k.a. Hazard Lights, because there's a whole bunch of traffic being stopped today.
Yeah, a whole bunch of it, man. A.k.a. Mr. Smooth Shoe, because I'm moving through the hood without nobody knowing and still glowing. But yeah, on the Discreet Ones today, we're going to talk about no longer helping people that don't want your help. When you try to help them a few times and they done rejected your help because of standards or something else, something like that, you know. So, got an instance. I ain't gonna, no names, but we gonna say it's an instance of a good friend, you know what I'm saying, went through some tragic type stuff, you know what I'm saying, tried to reach out to him as a friend, saying got no response, but they turned around and talked to somebody who don't really bother with him, don't deal with him no more. They reached out to them and tried to talk bad about another person that me and that other person is super cool with, talk bad about him because he ain't in the situation no more because he messed it up, you know. And that just got me on today's subject of no longer helping people that don't really want help. So if you got somebody out there that is crying for help, that really need help, give it to them. If you give it to them and they take your help as just something in the wind and then let it go, then don't try to help them no more. Mm-hmm. Don't keep trying to help.
Because it don't go nowhere. We said this earlier before we started recording. You got to watch who you help anyways. Because there's a lot of people that are still broken and still ain't healed.
Yep, still not.
From whatever past relationship that was that caused that much of catastrophe and PTSD towards standards and all this other crazy mumbo jumbo. You have to learn the red flags, and if you get red flags off rip, just follow them and, just be discreet with the person and be honest with them, whether it's a lady or a man, or if you're fucking gay or you're lesbian, excuse my language, or I hope I'm not offending people, but I'm just keeping it real, because it's what lifestyle the people live now, you know what I'm saying? We can't longer say the traditional man and lady, and we can say now man and girl and girl, boy and girl, or transsexual with trans, like it's out there like that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, these people, whoever it is, gets hurt, and sometimes these people don't heal from that. And then you hear stories about in forensics and crime stories and shit like that. It's because people don't know how to read someone who hasn't really healed, you know what I'm saying? So it's still a cry out for help, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, especially if the age is different, you know what I'm saying? And people say, oh, if you're 8 years younger than somebody older than them, it's not really that old. But you got to think about it as you growing up on life. You was here 8 years before they was born. Yeah, so you got to put that into perspective and give it the respect it needs. Because I'm telling you, the older you are, the more you see. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And if you got to understand, 8 years, or being older than somebody may mean 16 years more of experience, years worth of experience. And why is that? Because some people can learn a lot faster than other people, and most people learn at a decent rate, but a lot of people learn faster than most people. So you got a lot of people out here that can catch on to something quick and then on to the next. So they double in their knowledge. And that 8 years, it could be 8 years worth of knowledge, but it also could be it also could be probably 16 years worth of knowledge too.
That too. I mean, and it all goes back to the same thing. It's like as you grow older, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you might not think that somebody's still not healed, but you're going through the motion with them, and out of nowhere it goes left. It's because they never had it like that, and you know what I'm saying, they still feel for the person that they used to be with.
Yeah.
And the sad thing about that is like people dwell, and then at the same time they dwelling, they still have their human beings. They still want to be held. They still want to be loved, while still loving someone else that they can't be with anymore. And that the thing about that is, motherfuckers don't know how to let go because they sit there and dwell on the past.
Yeah, that dwelling on the past is a big thing, and that's why that's that help that you don't need. It's help that don't need to be given no more. Because if you can help somebody by saying, "Yo, get out that situation," and they be like, "Nah, I'm finna stay in it," then it'd be asinine and constantly try to convince that person to get out that situation. And like Gabe was saying, like when somebody broken, you can't fix them that quick. A lot of people that's broken don't get fixed that quick.
Even they think they healed that quick, but they can't. Like, especially if it was like some hardcore fucking, you know what I'm saying, beat people ass, and a nigga be a bitch ass or a bitch be the nigga ass, because there is such things. And that's called toxicity. And these people love to be around it. You know what I'm saying? And then they sit there and say that, they point the finger and, oh, you're just playing a victim and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, you're not saying shit. No. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, when somebody has a lot to say, 99% of the time, that 50% of the shit they're saying is a lie. You know why? Because they're going through the same motion. They're going through the same shit. And then no matter what state of mind you're in, if you are one of those people that just wake up with negative vibes, even though you go to church, even though you're a decent human in civilization, you don't have crime rates, you don't do this, you don't go drinking, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. Something can happen. But yeah, that situation that I spoke on earlier, that started off the whole conversation, is like when you attempt to help somebody and they go towards the toxic route, it's no longer, that's a red flag to say, yeah, you stop. Go. Yep, you get up out of there, because that person.
Is it really worth it?
Yeah, is it worth it? Will there be any progress with this person? Will there be any movement forward with this person?
Right.
Will it be anything? Or
if you're smart enough, gotta tell you, or whoever people pray to, whoever that invoice that's him telling you, don't do it.
Yeah.
Or him telling you, go ahead and do it. She's all good.
Yeah.
Everything's good. You know what I'm saying?
Your conscience. That's
it.
Basically, common sense, the cosmos, the Lord, or whoever you believe in. That's basically all them sending signs to you, telling you, hey man, you can stay here, it's gonna be like this, you can try to make it better, but it's probably gonna end up like this, and that's about it. But a lot of people think that they could just basically trudge their way through toxicity, and trudging is up north term for, when you're going through snow. Yeah, it's basically where when you walking and something is tough, but you still making a way through it. You walking through like snow. We say you trudging through snow drudging through snow, because it's hard to do it. But you drag your feet and you pick them up, and basically that's what drudging is: the dragging and picking up. A lot of people's lives are drudged. They drag along, then all of a sudden they like pick up, and then they go right back down and start dragging again. A lot of people don't just know how to trudge, get up out of that spot, and then work themselves into a position where they can just walk freely and they can move about without having to look down every 10 seconds because they finna trip over something, or they gotta hurry up and power their way through this certain situation. A lot of people some people, a handful of people, like to jump into toxicity head first and think that they could just beat it up. And then they get enveloped by it and they get overtaken by all that toxicity, and they end up changing their whole being of what they could have been. They could have been a successful, cool cat, but now they for the hood. Now they finna pop people up and they finna bang bang shoot them up because why? I'm trying to show you that I'm tough. When in reality, if I ain't jump into this toxic situation or relationship and this didn't alter, you know what I'm saying, my relationship DNA and all that good stuff, then I wouldn't even be in this position right now. But a lot of people put themselves in it because we in a world today now where going viral is the thing. Is you're not important unless you go viral.
Or this is another thing. They see so much relationship videos and live streams online. That's men and women now. Because this is what they want in their relationship. And not knowing is these people living their life allowing these motherfuckers to record them. So it's, you know what I'm saying, like, motherfuckers gotta wake up, because 99% of the time this is how the shit goes. If a man is rich, he won't consider even looking at a lady that's below his tax bracket. Sorry, women, if you find one, okay, that's different. And it's the same thing with men. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna, like, if you're living in a certain tax bracket, it's always been this way since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? You just get what you get, you know what I'm saying? And if you so happen to find, as a man or a woman, you find somebody that's up in that bracket and they take you along with them, you better cherish that motherfucker for life.
You better go ahead and be blessed with that, and use that to the good. Don't let that go to waste or spoil. Do not let that
be his best or her best friend or whatever the case may be. Never gain no distrust with them.
Don't be frivolous. Be frivolous when it comes to your pockets, but don't be frivolous when it comes to your emotional states. Like, show that person love, show that person a little adoration, show that person a little bit of common respect, which you should show everybody. You know, that shouldn't have to be like nothing mythical for you to do. It should be, you should respect people, because you never know what people are going through. Plus, I gotta
ask you a question, Dion. Do you think going out with a woman, or for girls, a man, the age appropriately for you, meaning if I'm 36, do you think it's beneficial for me, or is it better for me, goddamn, to be with somebody that's your own age?
Depends on the maturity level.
Right.
It just depends on maturity level, because you can meet some 20-year-olds that's mature enough that you would think they like your age or a little bit older. And you meet some older people and you be like, are you 40-something? Are you 50-something? Because you sure enough seem like you about 16 in the head. And it's like, it's all about the maturity level. See how fast a person matures, how much a person matures, and mature growth, and how comparable that they are with that growth. Because some people grow and it overwhelms them to the point they go back to what they used to because it's comfortable. Some people get uncomfortable, something new come out, they see that new and they like, oh man, it's new, I don't want to touch that. No, it's meant for you to touch because it's something new. It's something new for you to explore. You got comfortable with the last thing that you did because you sat there and you explored it. You didn't just touch it one time and was like, oh no, I don't like that. No, you touched it once and you was like, kind of like the feel, and then you was like, okay, I kind of like the smell. Oh, now I like the taste of it, or now I like the look of it. Okay, now this is me. I'm doing this. But a lot of people, when it comes to change scares a lot of people, which in turn leads them to stay in toxic situations or relationships. I say situations because you can have a toxic friend, toxic family member that you deal with, you know what I'm saying, or always come around. So that could be a toxic situation. Or you can have a toxic relationship, man or woman, woman and woman, man and man, you know what I'm saying, him and her, them and they, because I respect all the pronouns, you know what I'm saying, y'all do your thing, and you gotta respect everybody. But when help start getting rejected because ideology turns into attitude, and ideology turns into a physical form, that's when you leave it alone. That's when the situation I was going through, that's what I learned. It was like a smack in the face this year. Like, yo, that said person that you've been reaching out trying to help for the longest, that said person, for one, he don't think he need help, and for two, if he did think he need help, it's not in the spectrum of him needing help with no life issues. It's probably relationship issues, and that's probably a quick fix. But a lot of people don't like explaining their situation, so you never know a person's full situation unless you that person, or you the person that's being dealt with. Because, sometimes you get the man and the woman. The woman might confide in the man a little bit more and vice versa. And you got that. But you also got toxic friends who come around. They see happy relationships. They throw their little toxicity into it. And that's not help. That's negative help. You know what I mean? All that help would be totally unwarranted. You don't want no single angry little something in your business. You know what I'm saying? That's doing too much. But you also don't want to mess up something because you don't ask questions.
Yep, that's another thing too. A person, if they got a lot of questions and you answer them, and then you decide one day to ask questions, and they get startled and they start huffing and puffing, a red flag.
Yeah, that's a red flag. If you huff and puff after you're talking to somebody anyway, that irritates me because you ain't listening and you think whatever I'm talking about is so beneath you. you got enough nerve and gall to let me know with no words how irritated is you would I would even come at you with something like that. And that then drives me to Pettyville. Then I hop in my car and I drive straight to Pettyville.
Oh, they don't like when niggas get petty. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't care. I be on.
Me neither, because I don't give a fuck. If they ask for
Prince of Petty.
Listen, I'm the king of petty. Like, for real, trust me.
I'm only the prince.
I'm still not
a little bit.
No, I'm still not done. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be a lord of. I don't mean like mythical lord. I'm going to be like one of them lords, kings and lords and all of them. I'm gonna be one of them of Pettyville.
You remember that Pettyville?
Pettyville, Pettyville, USA. You're gonna be able to move there, but as soon as you move there, we're gonna be cracking on you all day.
Cause it's only the thing is too. It's like and then people say if you do good, if you do good, you do better. And who the fuck came out with that terminology? You go listen. If you went,
if you knew better, you do better. Yeah, but that
it contradicts itself, because even if
it holds substance, it holds a little bit. It could be a yin and a yang.
It's a little substance to it. Don't get me wrong. Say no more.
But it's a yin and a yang. But you're right when it comes to your aspect. What you're saying is, because when they say if you knew better, you do better. But if I was taught better, I also
would do way better.
I also bring better if I was taught better. But that also goes back to if you knew better. So some people saying, get out there and learn. And then other people are saying, if you do learn, have somebody tell you. But it's better to just go out there and learn shit. Because if you did know better.
Well, I'm just saying they use that terminology with not having no basis or no fucking theory behind it.
I just thought about it.
Like some people use the fucking term like, oh, you need to get yourself together. And I say this with so much respect to women out there who are really doing it. And, they got their shit going on. They got 4, 6, 7 kids. No man, that's a lot of numbers. And they still get their shit done. And there's a lot of lazy bitches out here, you know what I'm saying, that do as they please because they feel like they got a crutch.
Yeah.
And they use these lifelines from time to time, like, oh, somebody got me, such and such, you should give me $6,000-$7,000 a fucking month. And I'm like, okay. And why did you stop fucking with him?
Yeah, that probably was the reverse. That person probably stopped messing with them.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Instead of the latter. But if in all concepts, like, it's a win-win thing if it's a 50-50 split and everybody is non-toxic and people is doing what they're supposed to do for themselves and their significant other, and your relationship is cool, that's love. Help that person out. But if that person is giving you like 20% and telling you give them 80%, you should stop giving them help, because there's no reason to keep helping no person.
Leave.
Yeah, there's no reason for the help of that, and you're not gonna continue to make that. You're not gonna help that person grow. You're just keeping that person stagnant and complacent.
All right, I know there's things. Okay, if you done had enough, you done had enough. I mean, cheating and just infidelity in itself. You know what I'm saying? Entertaining that, to me, to a woman should be more thought about than dumbass shit like Facebook, dumbass shit like Instagram, dumbass shit like, oh, your phone's upside down, or dumbass shit as, oh, you got your phone on vibrate. The times can change, man. And that's what I'm saying.
Traditional shit is no longer important. It's now.
And then I thank my sister, because my sister be putting me up on game. I'm like, that's the only sister I got. She be telling me, man, fuck that hoe. Shit, she can't pay the rent where she at right now. What makes you think she can't keep up with her own shit? She's always gonna be in the same predicament.
Hey, truth. I mean, she might. Hopefully, she don't catch that sucker that actually do what she want them to do, or she gonna get off with a good one. But
I mean, I think she can, cause she got a little pretty, little cute face. I think she will.
Sometimes that don't matter. Sometimes you look pretty cute face.
It's 2022. Niggas ain't really studying that shit no more.
No, because pretty faces equal a lot of problems.
Niggas be going for modern bitches that do modern shit that can hold their own and stuff like that. I don't need to pay your bills while we together and shit like that. Nah.
Now, a lot of men wised up and said, we don't think that we need to pay your bills in order to impress you. Plus, a lot of women that just get their bills paid by somebody and all that, they usually aren't messing with some of them might be hoes, but
the majority of them.
It's a lot of women that might just be out there just playing with people because they think they attention. And they think they deserve it for some strange reason. They think they're owed other people's time and other people's money because of how they look and how they present themselves. Most women will sit up for 2 or 3 hours in the bathroom, make themselves look like a whole different person just to go outside and look down on everybody. And
it takes a lot of makeup to do that.
Yeah, and they'll get throughout the whole day, people buying drinks for them.
A whole lot of it.
People buying drinks for them. People buying clothes for them. People buying cars, houses, items, getting their kids stuff.
Not all of them.
Because they didn't have a kid. No. But most of them people expecting something.
You got to have some good walls to get all that treatment.
Most of them people, most people expect something. You're not just finna get no. It's like you said, it's 2022. So a lot of these cats like, listen, if I give you any type of money, you gonna have to let me hit it. Then you gonna have to let my dad probably hit it. Then I'm gonna bring my 2 homeboys through here, and they gonna smash. Especially if I'm paying all your rent. Now you my girlfriend and whoever else's girlfriend I want you to be at the time. That's how some people think. Some people think, hey, I pay for you my property. So I'm not even gonna ask for no cooch. I'm just gonna take it because I pay for it. So if I pay for it, then something that I pay for it, I own, right? So if I own it, I can do whatever I want to with it.
I mean,
that's the mindset.
That's the mindset of these young millennial bitches now, man. You just gotta be careful with them. You know what I'm saying? They pluck as soon as you know what I'm saying. They flock their feathers up as soon as you show them a little something. I mean, if they old enough, 28, 29, 30, 31, you know what I'm saying? And shit happens after third, second date, which shouldn't really happen. But if it does, then you already know what time it is. But at the same time,
I wouldn't even say millennial. I wouldn't even say millennials, really. I would say anybody who thinks, any woman or man who think that you don't have to do nothing to get something. If your mindset is that,
that's crazy. Yeah,
you need or
everything is a gift and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you could always count on me for money, and the day that I need some money and I call you and you don't pick up the phone and stuff like that, man, that's over with. That's over with.
Yeah, because a lot of these men and women don't know. Like, let's say you got a sugar mama and she giving you all this and that, and you like, okay, cool, you taking all of it. She ain't asking for nothing. But one day, she's sitting up there and she remembering old times, and she all of a sudden get that youthful feeling back, and now she wants somebody to put it on her. Now she calling you up like, hey, young man, come on over here, drop what you doing right now. Come on over here. I done gave you like $4,000 or $5,000 this week. You know what I'm saying? Just for whatever, your car payment, your house payment. I even gave you money to take your chick that you dating out. Now I need you to come over here and put your mouth on me, touch on me a little bit.
All that.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to come do all that.
You gotta pay the piper.
Yeah, now you gotta pay the piper because I don't need nothing financially from you. I'm just with you because I'm physically attracted to you, and and I want to be able to access some of that freakiness about you or some of that physicality about you. So basically, I'm paying your phone.
You bitches out here with motherfucking cave pussies and shit, and you ran through, and then that's the first thing they throw at you. You know what I'm saying? It's the first thing. That's what you gotta watch. If a bitch is willing to offer you pussy off rip, she's for the streets. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
She's for the streets. Cause I don't care how many dates. A real woman, like my sister said, she made a man wait then 2 years before he even got some pussy. And I said, did he wait? She was like, yeah, he waited. I said, did he ever cheat on you? She was like, no, that I don't know.
Yeah. Now see that I like your sister answer. That was an honest answer. So most chicks be like, nope, he ain't do nothing. She'd probably be like, hey, listen, I don't know. But I know I did it long enough for him to stop doing it if he was doing it, and now he with your sister for life. Or he did it just enough to when your sister broke free. She was like, yeah, okay, time for the get down.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was like, okay, cool. A-side chick number 1, 2, and 3, y'all done. My main chick said, now she giving it to me. Now I got everything that I need from who I want it from. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all can get loose. You know what I'm saying? Juice is loose. But you got stuff like that. It's situations.
Situations. And then my sister said at the end of the day, she was like, listen, with the shit that I was going to say, this is the thing that I know. She said, you're loving yourself right now. And you just found out about how do you love yourself and what makes you love yourself. I'm like, yeah, I'm into that right now. You know what I'm saying? And I could care less about what you got going on. And she was like, yeah, that bitch is broken and still ain't healed from what she been through. She was like, all you got to do is keep on trucking. She was like, she is never going to change. She's one of them type of girls that she might not ever change because she was in that type of work back in the day. Or whatever the case may be in her behalf. One thing I know is you can't tell me, oh, this is what I've done back in the day and expect me not to believe that you don't do it.
Yeah. Just something that stuck. And that's the lesson before we get up out of here. Y'all learn and stop giving people a hand that keep smacking it away. Don't. Sometimes you forget about the past, but if the past glows a lot, then it's a reason why it's glowing. You should know something. And stop expecting a rider at the age of 30 and 40 years old and in your late 20s, because riders and girls who just meant to just ride with you and have fun all the time, that's meant for when you're a teenager. You're not meant to settle down forever when you're a teenager. You're meant to explore, see what you want, see what you like. Your 20s, you go act on those impulses, and then in your mid-20s, you start planning stuff out, and that's what it is. But that's how we gonna wrap that up, man. Y'all do what you do.
Yeah,
be smooth with it.
Smooth. Dot your I's, cross your T's. You know what I'm talking about. Make sure you do your homework.
Yeah.
And just be safe out here.
Be
to
safe.
Women and men, but
both of y'all.
But more to women, cause y'all motherfuckers be fucking a lot of shit up. Cause majority of y'all don't understand. Then you think y'all know, and y'all don't. And it's what my sister said. It's 99% of their fault, and like a good 10% man's fault. Let's look at the ratio now. There's a lot of niggas in turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your sister's gonna kill you when she hear this. But
we ain't gonna be no witness.
We ain't gonna be no witness to no murder, y'all. So
I love you, sis.
Until next time, buddy. It's your boy Top Man.
And this your boy Gabe, aka Little Trees, New Cars Scent.
And aka Mr. Air Freshener. I make sure the air smells good when I come through. Y'all already know what it is. Done deal.
Like
we
that.
out.